Last February, I discovered the beauty of the plains while skiing. I decided to speak with Jessica Miller from the Rocky Mountain Raptor Program about some of the majestic birds I witnessed along the journey.
I think the grasslands are an incredibly beautiful landscape on a smaller scale than Grand Mountains, but it forces me to pay attention to the details, and the details are vibrantly rich. Golden eagles get their name from the beautiful golden feathers on the back of the head, on the nape of the neck, and are typical in the coloration like this, dark chocolate brown with an average wingspan of 6 to 7 feet. Raptors are predatory, carnivorous birds, but unlike other types of predatory carnivorous birds such as penguins or flamingos, raptors use their feet to grab a hold of their prey rather than their beak, and so the feet are the primary weapon. The average adult male has a hand grip strength of about 40 pounds per square inch. This eagle has a foot grip strength of around 700. If he wanted to, he could break the largest bone in my body, which is the femur, without hardly any effort on his part. High plains, places like northern Dakotas and Colorado, winters can get pretty brutal, pretty cold. In these cold temperatures, raptor feet are particularly susceptible to frostbite. The circulation isn't terrific, and so they'll take turns tucking one foot up underneath these insulating feathers in order to keep them warm and protect them. So joining me now is a raptor that you only have the opportunity to see in the grasslands in the winter. This is the rough-legged hawk, and they get their name from the feathers that go all the way down their legs to the tops of the feet, giving their legs a, quote, rough appearance. Rough-legged hawks are predominantly Arctic raptors, spending the majority of their time up far northern Canada, up around the Arctic Circle where they do all of their breeding, and spends most of the year up there. But as the snows begin to build and their main food source, which is voles, becomes inaccessible, they migrate south in search of better food options. And they'll come all the way down into the Great Plains of southern Canada, through the Dakotas, down all the way to about central Colorado. As the weather patterns become more unpredictable and more severe, raptors are facing challenges that they haven't had to deal with previously. Unexpected hailstorms, unusual times for winter weather. Other major threats in the grasslands include the continuing development of more roads, causing fragmentation of their habitat and increasing the traffic out on those roads. The majority of the injuries that we see and treat are impact strikes, such as being hit by vehicles. Organizations like the Rocky Mountain Raptor Program exist across the country for the purpose of caring for injured wildlife. When you're out skiing and enjoying your experience, you have great opportunities to get to see these raptors while you're out. A medium-sized hawk like this one has a wingspan of around about 5 feet. An eagle could be 6 to 7 feet, so large, broad wings, and they'll be flying with a minimal amount of flapping. So they lock those big wings out and they just soar on the currents, long, low, lazy circles and gliding around, hunting while they're in flight. Smaller songbirds will have a more erratic flapping sort of flight. The raptors will be slow, gentle, very economical movements. You typically won't see them sitting somewhere. They spend most of their time out in flight. So you'll have to constantly keep your eyes open and be looking for them everywhere you go.